Hello. There is no entry for the PS3 Japan launch title, Sega Golf Club. It's got a longer title, but it's in Japanese, and I always forget. I'll get to that in a bit. There's no entry for it on the site MobyGames that, tracks video games. So I guess I'm gonna try to make an entry about it. I was gonna, so I'm just, this is basically just me trying to make a MobyGames entry for this lost PS3 launch title. Uh, I was gonna include the scanning process of scanning in the cover and stuff, but I didn't have enough USB ports. Actually, I probably could have. I could have unplugged my dongle for my keyboard because I didn't actually need to use it while scanning. But well, it would have been boring to watch anyway because it just would have been me running around between my computer and my scanner and stuff, which would have been not much to watch. So here I am in my ancient version of Photoshop that I prefer to a more recent version. I've got my scans. Let's just refine these a bit. Oh wait, I don't want to do that yet because see, scanning discs is actually the biggest pain because it's really hard to get them lined up like straight on the scanner bed when you're just plopping them down. I've got a little mark there. Maybe I'll have to Photoshop that out. That's annoying. Um, so I used to try to do that, but now it's just like I'm just gonna rotate this darn thing in Photoshop and do a little sharpening, and that saves a lot of stress. Because yeah, trying to get a disc to get lined up perfectly straight on a scanner bed is kind of hellish. Uh, I had it in a good spot there, and then I overdid it. Come on, ancient Photoshop, you can do it. Ooh, that's pretty good, I think. And yeah, close enough. Cut off some of the junk we don't need at the edges here. MobyGames, I think, prefers a light background. In fact, maybe I should go have their submission guidelines page on hand just to be sure I don't screw something up there. They'll probably find multiple problems with my submission, and I'll have to update stuff anyway, or go fix stuff. MobyGames submission guidelines. Oh, maybe this one. What's funny is, well, we can get back to that. Okay, what about media? Aligned as straight as possible. Yeah, white background. I'm gonna take care of that little blob there on my old piece of paper that I put as the white background. I'll just oh, God, come on. I can still see a little trace of that. I scanned these at 600 DPI, I think, I hope. Can I? What are we at here? I better be scanning at 600 DPI. No, I must be, otherwise my comic scans would be all weird. Yeah, that's probably 600. I mean, how big is a DVD? And we got 2800 pixels in that. Who can do math? 600 goes into that like 5 times almost. It's got to be about it. Okay, so there's the disc now. Notice like, so the Sega Golf Club, the Japanese part of the title translates, I think, as something like Miyazato, featuring Miyazato family. So it's like Sega Golf Club featuring Miyazato family. There were these 3 Japanese pro golfers who happened to be siblings. And so they were the cover people here, but like they photoshopped these ridiculous gleams on a tooth on each of them. It's like, wow. And what kind of makes it doubly funny is that they didn't do that on the cover. The cover, oh no, they did. Well, I didn't notice it until I could zoom in at 600 DPI, but they did. But where I first noticed it was on the manual cover, because that's a little larger. Oh man, they did a ton of airbrushing on those dudes. I mean, that's almost just repainted over. That doesn't look like a photo, really. Not after the Photoshop crew got done with it. I mean, they went crazy on that one. A proud Blu-ray disc. Okay, so that one's ready. Save as. What am I doing here? Going with PNGs, I think. Moby's been okay with those. I usually just call these media. And let's do the cover, the insert that wraps around the DVD case thing. Oops. Wrong tool there. That's okay. It worked out. Now I could. Uh-oh. Hey. Thank you. I guess we can try to go in tight and preserve as many edge pixels as possible. That came out pretty straight. Should keep the wall heater off so we're not getting background noise. Maybe take a pixel or so off there just to be safe. Whoop. Okay. What am I trying to show off here or something? I'm just wasting time. There's no need to be this conservative about it. Anyway, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to cut this up into 3 pieces because MobyGames wants the front cover as one thing, the back cover as another thing, and then the spine as a third thing. That's how they like to do it. So, but I'm gonna save this one for my own purposes, because I'll use this one on my own little notes site. I mean, I'll take a much lower resolution version. I don't need one that big. Okay, so duplicate. There's probably a smarter way to do this, but whatever. Well, yeah, there would be, because I don't know. Whatever. Gotta get that Spider-Man font in there. And I don't do, I'm not going to do any like sharpening or, you know, getting the contrast tweaked so that, we're at pure black and pure white or whatever, and maybe adding a little saturation back in the color after the scan. I'm just going to, because I figure Moby probably wants it as au natural and unadjusted as possible. So we'll just go with that. It's as fun as watching paint dry, I'm sure, but I think I just wanted somebody to talk to while I was doing this, because I actually find doing this kind of grunt work for MobyGames, I don't know, there's something about it like kind of drives me a little up the wall. I mean, I like the result of preserving these things in as good a condition as possible and stuff, but I don't know why I get so out of shape about actually doing it. Whoops. Oh, I guess I had to do that, huh? Alright. 480p, 720p. Who would ever need any more P's than that? Wait, the save file is only 223 kilobytes. Is that what that means? That's crazy. Come on, Sega. You gotta take up at least a couple megabytes. This is a PS3. Okay. Not being consistent here with these names, but these are just files to upload. It's not going to matter what the names are. And now the spine. I guess this was game number 7, maybe. I think there were, what, 9? Something like 9 launch titles in the... Well, and the weird thing... Where is that? MobyGames, PS3 launch titles. Where was I? Yeah, so that's this game, Miyazato San Kyōdai Naizō. They don't have it in their database for some reason, so that's what we are trying to correct here. Another funny thing about MobyGames, let's see, how do I get there? Here, oh yeah, missing games. So you go to missing games, you might think, I'll look here to see if it's missing, because I wasn't sure. Maybe, when I first tried to look up this game on MobyGames and I couldn't find it, I thought maybe I was just like not using their search thing right or something. But you're like, oh, they've got a list of MobyGames? Okay, well, but this is just, I mean, what is this? I don't know. I mean, it's not going to be in any of those anyway. So this is just a bunch of nonsense, and you can't search. Are you just supposed to flip through, 37,000 titles here? I mean, what? This is crazy. Okay, anyway, MobyGames. MobyGames is, I find they don't have the easiest to follow instructions on exactly what they want, and they're very picky. So those two things make for a rather aggravating submission process for sending them stuff. I mean, I've done a number of cover scans and other scans for them by now. I've never done a full game entry, so there's probably going to be a bunch of stuff where they'll be like, oh, what we meant to go here was something something. And I'll be like, oh, well, you could have said that in the description. But I won't actually tell them that because, who knows? I mean, I'm probably just dealing with volunteers, and, the whole site is run by Atari, the French company now. Okay. Have I not been saving these? What am I doing? These, God, it's not the manual, you freak. I just got that all wrong. I'm in la la land here. Okay, this is the manual. I think they take both. They do, because let's see, what did I scan? Well, let's just go see stuff that I've submitted. Oh, wait, what did I say about manual here? I can't spell manual, that might help. Oh, man. Oh, no. I don't think they list credits in the manual. Well, I'm not going to put in credits. Somebody else can freaking do that. If they require credits, then this just ain't going to happen. There's hardly any videos of this game out there anyway, and I'm pretty sure there's none that are like an actual playthrough. Front and back covers. That part kind of to this side of the manual didn't come out too straight. Oh well. Manuals can be a bit fuzzy or fussy when they've got staples. Like if you really wanted to get a nice straight scan, you'd have to take the staples out. Probably. Alright, well. Save this off for myself. Before I split it up for MobyGames. Yeah, it's kind of a psycho cover. Like, they were just like, let's make these people look as nutty as possible. I mean, this game is based on, it's kind of a conversion from a 2-game arcade series by Sega AM2 that did not have licensed golfers in it. It did have licensed courses, but then for the PS3 version, they cut the online features the arcade version had, and I guess maybe to make up for it, they went and got the likenesses for these 3 Japanese pro golfers. So, but maybe the people doing the cover were like, man, this licensing stuff blows. Let's just make these people look silly. I got the staples in there and everything. That's legit, right? I like this little thing with the logo after the golf cart. Oh. Okay, that should be all the scans. I did not scan the registration card, so sue me. It was pretty cheap getting I don't think I set out to get a full, complete, copy of the game with all the manual and everything, but it was cheap on eBay, and that's just how it showed up from a good seller. It's like, okay. Okay. My scans are ready. Let's see how far I can actually get in this. Let me just double check the manual. And see if I'm gonna have to type in it. Well, wait, if it's in Japanese, I'm not gonna be able to type in Japanese characters of names or anything. But I'm pretty sure they don't really put credits in manuals these days, not even back in PS3 days. No. Nope. 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 Okay, good. Okay. Might as well have kept this up here because I'm going to need that title. I guess I'm going to go with the title as they've rendered it here since that's how they seem to want it. I would put a space between golf and club because, sometimes Sega themselves on their Japanese webpage for one of the arcade games, they would render it with no space and then all caps. But Whatever. I mean, on the logo, it's like a half space between golf and club. But why quibble? So in that case, how am I gonna actually do an ad a game they don't have? Oh, well, that might be it. What do you think? No, it's not in a store. I could put eBay.com. Fill out this form. Oh, I see. It would autofill some stuff in maybe if I could put in a URL. Official game title. Well, this is what you guys say, so you can't reject this one, right? Link to official site. The official site is no longer up. I believe I can double check that though. Because Wikipedia had, I think they had a link to it. Yeah. I could give them a link to one of the archived arcade game sites on archive.org. Maybe Archive's even got archive version of this one, but that's probably not what they're after. I mean, I could give them the expired URL, but that's probably not what they're after either. I mean, I found a. Well, let's just look at YouTube just in case, but. I mean, I found a trailer for. I found like a TGS 2006 trailer posted by IGN, but it was kind of a. Yeah, there it is. I don't know. It's probably not real official. I mean, it's kind of official. I guess I shouldn't play other people's videos in my video. It's got IGN stamp on it, so I guess I don't want to go with that, I guess. It's also super low res. So yeah, Sega themselves, pretty sure they do not have one. The club, what? So again, no. I mean, I guess we're kind of right on the edge historically of where this stuff might have applied. If I was entering like a Famicom game or something, I guess I wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. Okay, this was what I've been dreading, the description. And they talk about it there. They talk about it here. Oh man. Okay, describes its story and setting and gameplay features written from an objective viewpoint. Oh, I can leave the field blank and submit an official advertising blurb instead. But they didn't bring that out here, so I don't have an English one of those anyway. I have a Google Translate of, oh well. Needs to be one which says what kind of game it is, due to the fact that AdWords were written. Should generally start by mentioning the gameplay genre. Rest of the first paragraph should contain a general overview of the protagonists. Well, it's got the Miyazato's story setting and objectives. Second paragraph should dive further into the gameplay. Third paragraph, oh my gosh. They even link to some good descriptions, hopefully. Oh, golly. All those other ones had guns. Oh no. Oh, that's way too long. Oh boy. Come on now. The first sentence should mention the gameplay genre, it says there. Don't mention development companies or the release year in the description. That's what release info is for. Oh, fine. Platform and hardware specific information should be left out. Descriptions should stand on their own. Should not contain spoilers. Not understanding the language of a game, Japanese, for instance, is no excuse for a bad description. Research? Oh, man. I mean, I don't have a deep understanding of this game. I've barely played it yet, so maybe I shouldn't put a description in, but, well, except then they will want an ad blurb. So I gotta put something in. I mean, it's an arcade game, so it doesn't go that deep anyway, so I think I can come up with something reasonable for now. The title should be italicized. Okay. They really want titles italicized. Well, so one thing I keep wondering is, like, do you just put the title in the description? How do they start these off? That one did. That one does. Watch underscore dogs? Is that the... Oh, wow, yeah, okay. I never even realized that. Watch underscore dogs. Wow. Oh, they all just start that way. All right. Game name is... And... I can't even do it. We're halfway there. Now, they did say they didn't want me to mention platform and hardware specific information. I mean, I was thinking I would say something about, converted from the arcade. But, like, what if they wanted to? Because I don't think they have entries for any of the arcade titles either. Like, back when I was trying to find this, I couldn't find anything. So I guess I shouldn't refer to... Because they say... description needing to be rewritten when we find the game was released for more systems, supports more hardware than previously thought. Because they could decide eventually to lump the arcade titles in here too, or something, all of that. would be a little weird, but so what can I say? What would we say? Well, should I try to qualify what kind of golf game it is? I mean, I think it's kind of more of an action-oriented golf game, really. But it's probably getting a little picky. And I could say it has simple control, but it doesn't really. I mean, I could just copy and paste this in there and then replace Word. Because I hate writing like this. An action role-playing game set in the way. Well, I got the genre in there. It's golf sports. See, that sounds redundant. But there are these days like golf role-playing games and stuff, which I don't want this to be. What would I mean? Like, what's another golf game? I mean, I did play the demo for 2K25 recently. I could look that up, but uh, what would be a comparable one that I would want to have? Um, what about virtual golf for that matter, aka dynamic golf? There it is. Virtua Golf is a golf simulator for arcades. Well, they went. That's hardware, right? She's even talked about the perspective of the camera. I want to make this as short as possible. Maybe they'll reject it if it's too short, but I could do this all in like a couple sentences, really. And they'll probably reject that, but I can't do long description right now, and I don't think I want to anyway. I have written a description for something before, didn't I? What did I? Game release and game descriptions. I've done two. Oh yeah, I did one for Wild Riders, and I haven't even played that. I just looked at YouTube videos. Don't tell MobyGames. Oh, that one's super short. I love it. Okay, I'm not going to worry about their guidelines then, aside from the stuff I've already got here. I think it's 4. Actually, I have the game up here paused just in case I needed to look something up. Oops. I hit the wrong button. No, no. Come on. Oops. I just can't hit any buttons. Come on. So this is the fantasy course, but then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. I forget what that bottom thing is. I guess I better look that up. Google Translate app. Come, I can't even unlock my phone screen. Come on. Translate this. Yeah. Yeah, you're not. No. Oops. It's not English to Japanese, it's Japanese to English. There, do that. No, you just change outfit there. Okay. Is that how you spell licensed? I guess. It's not real proper English, but maybe it'll get by. What would you write in mini golfing? I mean, can't I? Okay. I think I'm done. It doesn't quite work. That doesn't quite work. Let's do this. Yeah, actually, because you can't do just, like a lot of golf games have a mode where you're just shooting through a course by yourself, going for a low score, but this doesn't have that. It always puts you in against AI characters. So that's fine. Oops. Oh no, I screwed up. I gotta say something about the scores. Doesn't need to be that specific. Doesn't make sense. I'm trying to. There, bam, drop the mic on the Miyazatos. Miyazato San Kyoudai Naizou Sega Golf Club is a golf game for 1 to 4. I mean, I hate saying is. That's just so boring. Is a golf, but that's how they like it, apparently. For 1 to 4 local players featuring streamlined single analog swing controlled match play. Mini golfing with prize targets to aim for. There's got to be, because you're like it's not really mini golf. It's like, I guess they call it putter golf, but that wouldn't mean anything to anybody. Mini golfing with prize targets to aim for. I mean, you could just say mini golfing with prize targets, but that could mean, you're trying to do well enough to earn a prize. That doesn't necessarily mean you're shooting the ball at targets. Mini golfing with prize targets to shoot at, that's just as awkward. Oh well, we'll just leave it. The branching challenge mode, customizable character avatars. Customizable golfer avatars. 1 fantasy golf course, 4 licensed real-world golf courses, and 3 licensed real-world Japanese pro golfing siblings, the Miyazatos. I think we're done. I think that's perfect. You can't get any better than that in this world. Okay, basic genres. Choose 1 or 2 typically. Well, sports. And they don't have an arcade one. That's too bad. Well, we've got accuracy. Timing. That only needs 1 or more of those. Oh. Only applies to games that don't fit into other genres. Whatever. We'll just go with sports. I mean, simulation. It's not a simulation, really. It's more of an arcade style. That's why I wanted, if they'd had an arcade genre, but I guess they thought that was confusing. Anyway, we'll just go with sports. I guess. Mind sports. Perspective. Oh yeah, and that other description talked about the perspective, but that wouldn't have met their general guidelines because that's stuff you specify elsewhere. Oh well. Wait, third person other. Well, where's the? Oh. I guess it's a behind view. Isn't it? Above a behind view and below a top-down view. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the exact angle was. Let's go see. Well, and see, we're not even behind here, so that's awkward. I guess I could go with third person other. That would probably be for the best right now. I mean, here it's a side view, but that's not exactly what we're talking about here. We'll go with third person other. Visual presentation. I could choose 2 perspectives. Oh my gosh. Audio game. I mean, I guess it's free camera, kind of. Oh no, it's not. Oh, but okay. Dimetric, isometric, trimetric, or dimetric two-dimensional perspective. Oh no, we can't do that. Well, this sucks. I mean, what would you use for like a third-person action game? I'm not gonna pick anything there. Those are all bogus. Art style, if relevant, not really. It doesn't say if relevant on the, so it thinks this is always relevant. This doesn't make any sense for these options for a lot of things. Ah, forget it. Pacing, if relevant. I mean, you could say golf is turn-based, but let's not go there. Gameplay, oh no. Can't we just say sports? Arcade. Action games with simple, yeah, well, I mean, it's converted from an arcade game, so that seems safe. I wanted to get some arcade reference in somewhere, so that's good, right? Hack and slash, no. Jigsaw puzzle, that would be cool. I think it's got quick QTEs, but I haven't done the challenge mode, but I don't think that has QTEs. I mean, it does have timed input in a way. It's not the same deal, though. We're good on arcade, I guess. Direct control. I mean, in the arcade, you had this weird little swing. What did they call it? A club switch. It was just this tiny little rotating lever that did everything for the shot, and then so all you had was that and a touch screen. That was the control in the arcade, and that's why this UI is directly ported from the arcade. That is the touch screen UI you had in the arcade without the PlayStation button icons on it. So there's a lot of stuff that comes up like on the avatar customization screens where you're like, oh, even in some of the sub windows here, like what was it? Like here, like these, like this is all touchscreen, and it doesn't even highlight correctly for non-touch screens. You know, it was made for touchscreens, so that's why it's the way it is. It's funny. But obviously direct control. Sports themes. Oh, okay. Well, what's athletics? Oh, track and field. All right. Where's golf? Hey. I think we're covered there. Vehicular themes. I don't think we got those. Self-propelled artillery. Well, that's a description of a golfer. But that's probably not what they're looking for. Settings. Well, we got a bunch of them. So we'll probably, I mean, it's contemporary. See, I'm a little worried about the description saying a fantasy golf course, because people might take that to think it's going to be wacky and wild, and it's not. Let's say fictional. That's a little safer. Good thing this came up. it's not post-apocalyptic or prehistoric golf. There's probably games for that. Sea pirate golf, that could be cool. World War II golf, that doesn't sound so great. Landmines everywhere. Narrative scene topic. It's not adult. There's comedic elements, but it's not really that. Detective mystery, that golf mystery would be cool. Healthcare, well, martial arts romance. Okay. Fan game, no. Oh, it does have licensing. But it's not like that. Well, it does say NBA sports games. Well, this one's, I mean, because it's not like it's not like a PGA licensed golf game. They license the likenesses of the three cover characters. We can go for it. What the heck? I mean, it's taken from an arcade version, but we'll just go with PS3. I could try to explain some stuff, but that would just complicate things. Okay. I'm just a little more. All right, this is great. Maybe I'll get to bed almost on time for once. Sports, arcade, golf, license, third person, other, direct control, and contemporary. Well, I think you can tell from that exactly what it is. Who would need more? You've added one platform, PlayStation 3. I haven't added any releases. I guess I better do that, huh? I'll be awarded 1 point. Yep. Patches. Okay, release date. We're just gonna have to go with GameFAQs. I could go with Wikipedia. Let's see if they and GameFAQs agree. November 11th. Well, that was the launch date of the console, so they better agree. Yep. Good deal. And it says that too, so I think we're on solid ground here. Hey, what? Oh. Oh, come on. What? 2006. Oh, I'm trying 2006 dash month dash day. Wait, no. Was it November? November 11th? Okay. 11/11. I don't believe I have this information. $8.99. No. I'm sure if I could Google for Japanese articles, I could probably find some kind of, reporting from the Japanese Sega launch with prices or something. Or could I? I mean, price would vary by store, probably, so Well, no, so we don't have that. We'll just have to get by without that, I'm afraid. Well, we've got Japan. There we go. I think that's the only one. Well, it's not a new company, but. And I take it that just means the publisher, who would be Sega. Oh, I see. Well, okay. Developed by Sega. I mean, I could specify the division in Sega. Well, that's kind of interesting. Is that Sega AM2? Yeah. Well, Sega AM2 developed the arcade game, but it was not them who had. I think I wrote down the division who did it. Well, that was from Sega Retro, so I could just go double check Sega Retro's article. Pretty sure I put it in here somewhere, but no. Oh, yeah. So they said. Wait, this doesn't. That's the wrong article. I linked in from my notes to the. Oh, no, that's. I didn't bother linking to the PS3 one there. Come on. Global Entertainment R&D Department 2. But they're defunct. They probably don't even have them on here anyway. I mean, well, that was GE2, not AM2. 2004 to 2008. Well, this is a weird list. I've got Sega CS2, CS3, now GE2. Global Entertainment R&D Division. And they're not around anymore, so that may not be helping. Continue to CS2. Oh, didn't they have a CS2 option there? CS3. Uh, uh. Well, that's interesting because I mean, here they didn't become CS2 until 2008, but this CS2 was a Software R&D Department 7, aka Sega CS2. Sakura Wars, Blackjack, Hanagumi Tyson's Columns 2. This doesn't list any Dreamcast. See, this doesn't go back that far because they were like created from WoW. They didn't come around until 2004. This is 2004 to 2008. Ugh. This might be something different. I don't know. It's all confused. Oh, Sega CS2 is Sonic, but that's not. I mean, that's not really who. Yeah, Sega, you're killing me. Wait a second. Oh, okay. So, what we would really want would be this one. I don't think I'd better try picking some. I mean, because like, where's CS2? That's way back here. And they're kind of members from. But see, this didn't come out of that at all, apparently. This came from Sega WoW. It came from another WoW and Overworks. Overworks came from CS2. So I guess you could track it to G2. Sega CS3. But, I mean, it's not, at this time, it wasn't that, and I'm sure you've got vastly different personnel by that time, you know. Well, there's AM2 in another era, I guess. Oh, let's see. What if I do? No, wait. No, that's Sega Retro. Uh, Maybe nobody else called it by that name. Well, that says it's Global Entertainment. So they didn't have a GE2 in there, did they? Go with old Sega Corporation. What are all these things in? 1975 to 2010. Great. What is game? Oh, great. Why can't we just have a plain Sega here? Sega Interactive Co. Limited. It just says Sega on it, you know. I just want to play Sega. Doesn't look like they're gonna let me. They're gonna give me a plain Sega. So, oops. No, bad. I did that wrong. Or great. What's the product code? Oh, might be one of these. Oh, we could probably do one of those. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can count. Oh, that's something else. What's a Sony PN? Well, doesn't actually say part number. I guess we'd better not. Oh no, that's what they used. Okay, let's do it. Actually, I. So okay, Global Entertainment R&D 2. What's funny is this, like, they don't even list. I don't think. Oh no, there it is. So then who is listed as Valkyria Chronicles? Like 3, 5, 4 different studios. That's not that helpful. Would be another one. Sakura Wars, So Long My Love. Dang it, there's 3 developers. Come on, Sony. How about just one? Gunstar Superheroes. That says treasure. That's not helpful. With treasure. See, this was such a like generic division. I just. Yeah, they went for the non-generic one. Oh, maybe this one will work. No. Wow. Dang. Oh. Actually owned Valkyria Chronicles. Sega WoW. Well, that's curious, isn't it? Media Vision and playing Sega. Playing Sega. And like, who's going to update this page once this gets submitted and accepted? Maybe I'll put that in notes or something. Maybe I should have done that on a previous page. Oh well. Orphan. So where did they get Sega WoW for this? So you couldn't have been Sega WoW by these rules because that was split into Global Entertainment R&D Department too. This time. Shoot, where was that other page? Well, I guess I better go with Sega WoW. Okay. I wanted to put developer first. Guess I'll... What? Oh. Oh. Okay. Proof of my contribution. URL to the sources. Right. Get much out of here. That's where I am. I did. There's a lot of other pages where I got stuff about the controller and blah blah. But I guess I didn't put a whole lot in the description, so that's okay. Maybe, let's see. Oh, it doesn't mention the Miyazatos. What was I looking at that talked about Miyazatos? Oh, I guess it was probably that Sega Retro page. Oh no, they don't mention it. Dang it. Maybe I just had to look them up on my own. Well, I did find some of that on Wikipedia. I think the sister was the most famous. Mentions her brother here, right? Oh, but not her other brother. Come on, what about the other brother? How did I find out about the other brother if he's not linked from either of these? Gosh. Well, we'll just go with that. So maybe I don't even get to add cover data yet. Oh, no, I do. Okay, good. Oops. Uh, I need a number, apparently. Gosh dang it. Well, I mean, PS3 games aren't region encoded anyway, right? Grr. Uh, region 2, okay. But it should be region free, so whatever. See, almost all PS3 games are free, region free. PA4A is the only region lock game. Replicant, no. Persona 4, you know, Way of the Samurai. So just one. Alright, so no. So we should be good on that, I guess. And we go with keep case is how they do it. Yeah. Wait. 2 and above. Oh, okay. Standard. Well, dang it. Come on, you say manual front and back, and then you only have one thing for manual. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up what I've done for that before. I guess I could go for inside cover or some junk. Okay, I did a manual here. Oh, I did the whole manual. Well, that's cool. Oh, all right then. Well, great. So, 46. Wait. Oh, right. Okay, so we don't need these. God, what are these delete buttons? Okay. Below. Below. Why did it just segue directly to deleting that one too? That's creepy. Why is that? Is it too big? It's not even telling me why. It's probably too big, so let's try it as a JPEG, you jerks. If you don't want the nice, tasty, uncompressed pixels and you wouldn't want it in web, whatever, I'm sure. I can't remember. Anyway, let's go. Fine, fine, shut up. Did it not like that? No, got it, okay. I forgot to type this in before I was flustered. I used to like try to show them proof that I bought the thing off eBay or something, but finally somebody just said, "Oh, you don't need to do that. Just say own scan." So I was like, "Oh, okay." Just making sure they're actually all here. Okay. What else? Oh yeah, I got alternate titles. Do I get +1 for each of these? I could come up with a bunch, but I think I only really got 2. I'll give them, which are, well, better just give him one, because one is just a translation. Yeah, so give him this one. Well, this is kind of in a English language, and I think it's in that TGS 2006 video, but I mean, sort of, not really. All right, we'll just go with this one. Uh, uh, yeah, that's got it. Well, I could give him some trivia, but oh no, that's about. Oh well, yeah, I guess I could. No, they might add arcade stuff later. I'm not gonna do it. The heck is an identifier? Oh, don't got those. Don't have relations because you don't have any of the Sega Golf Club games here. The arcade, the two arcade games. Screenshots. The only screenshots I have at the moment are of bugs. Tech specs. Business model. Wow. Okay, we can do this. Well, I just want plain 720p, not. Oh well. I mean, it's all from the back of the case. I guess that's it. Wait, what is hot seat is? Technically. Oh, that's for turn-based. Oh, well, I guess it is turn-based, isn't it? Never mind. Zero. Miscellaneous attributes. I mean, it's offline play enabled. What the heck does that mean? It's all off. I actually did play 3-player back in 2007. A friend of mine who was a big Sega guy had imported the game and brought it over to my old apartment in Seattle, and we messed around with it. There's a video of that on my channel. Well, no, it's in a gigantic hours-long compilation video of my old grainy digital camera footage from back in the day. Just search my my channel for. I think I put the word compilation in the title, and then I have a timestamp to it if you really want to look it up, and me making crude jokes that are pretty embarrassing at this point. Okay. That's all I got. Whoa. I mean, you do need a gamepad, but maybe technically you could get by with an arcade stick if you really struggled at it, so I better not say anything. I don't know. You'd have to have one that has an analog stick toggle. I'm not gonna go into that stuff. I've actually got a pretty good list of definitions here. That's handy. I mean, these aren't, that's going far. Does autosave, kind of. Actually, no, well, no, they're not very good at that. All in all. It's okay. Uh, ratings. Oh, it does have a region 2 note there. Oh, well, maybe I better edit this in. I mean, it's got the logo with like a globe with a 2 floating above it in black and white on the back of the box. That's fun, isn't it? Oops, where did that go? It was releases, was it? Platform? Oh. Oh, it's the group. I need to edit the group. I can't edit the group. Awesome. I I better not do that because if I can't make a test group because I probably won't be able to delete it. Well, awesome. I can't fix this now. Oh, MobyGames. Shoot. Can't edit group. I found that explains why. Like I found another game with a group that had a wrong thing, and I sent them a message saying, "Hey, this is wrong," but maybe nobody can edit it. Swell. Anyway, ratings. I don't see anything that looks like a rating on the back of the box. Oh, on the front it says 0A. CERO. Oh. Don't have credits. I took away my. Oh. I'm just gonna. You can go away. We're getting rid of this nonsense as best I can. Oh no. What a cluster bomb. Okay, region 2. Oops. I had to make a mistake right at the end, and have it not be something that they actually have UI to correct. Oh, that's weird. That's a weird thing to do. Just dump you there. Let's see what we got under pending. Game descriptions, estimated wait time, 2 days to 1 year. That's exciting. New game entries, estimated wait time, 1 day to 4 months. That's not so bad for MobyGames. Box art, 1 day to 1 year. I mean, in theory, if they added the new game, they'll have to get those box arts covered by then. Well, so I guess that's submitting a game and all the goofiness that goes with it with MobyGames. Thanks, Atari. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. I probably stayed up past my bedtime again. Yes, I did. Great. Thanks for staying up with me. I'm not sure why anybody would have. I just did this to have an excuse for talking, for filling the empty void while I tried to muddle through what I figured would otherwise be a scary and lonely process. Oh yeah, I gotta probably edit this down a bit. But not too much. Okay, well, I learned some things, maybe. So that's exciting. God, the whole, trying to figure out what to go with for the development studio. Sega's insane with their studio names and switching and merging and dividing and holy cow. And different sites seem to have like different ways of tracking it or just outright contradictory information or partial information. It's insane. Oh yeah. What's going to happen with this? Probably doesn't get updated automatically. No, I can't add a note. Well, in that case, maybe we'll just settle for this. Oh, I see. Well, I've got a related group. Maybe I didn't put it in a group. How would you put it in a group? Oh. That probably would have been a relation. Well, heck. Okay. I'm going to have to do that once it gets approved, I guess, because I can't edit it now, apparently, of course. Maybe, now I'd have to pull the whole stupid thing. Oh, wait, well, it says I can. If you'd like, okay. Okay. And I think those notes, yeah, they pile up, so I don't have to keep re-entering those. This game has the child. Oh, maybe I don't know how to do this. How do I add it to a group? Maybe I have to. Maybe you can't. Maybe you have to wait until the game is already entered. And then come and edit the group. What is this? Yeah. Oh, York. PlayStation 3. Hey. I clicked the wrong thing as usual. Well, I mean, there's the release date. There it is. And besides which, there's the release date. Hello. What? Can't I wait to... Oh, well, I mean, it's already listed on the group page. Or, well, it is here. I was going to edit that. Oh, look, somebody did edit that. When? In 2023, somebody added one. Okay. So let's edit that. So their history is a proof that it was there. Overdoing it, I suppose. I want them to know. I want them to be convinced. What else? Oh, sure, why not? A quarter of a point if this is approved. The last Sega PS3 launch title. Oops. Okay. Annoying. I mean, I could just abandon the whole friggin' thing and start over, but that seems a little extreme. We'll see what they say. They'll probably tell me to do that. We don't have a way to remove that group. Can you just start over? Okay, now work in progress. Yeah, so maybe I hosed the whole thing with that group that they don't seem to have a UI for editing. And it'll all have to be redone. I mean, it should go fast to re-enter everything, but still, that would be annoying, and I'd have to copy and paste and have the one up and have another one alongside it where I'm entering the re-entering the data. Yeah, well, we'll see how they handle it. I mean, they should be able to edit their own data, right? They should be able to do that. I don't know why they don't let users like me do it. Oops, hi, don't take me to Twitter. That's a white nationalist website. Okay, well, thanks for staying up. I, that's it for now. The fun you can have on MobyGames, huh? I tell ya, never a dull moment. Okay. See you later. Bye.